2025 Topps Chrome Black has officially dropped and has sold out on the Topps website within minutes. And in today's video, we're going to go over everything that you need to know about Topps Chrome Black and if this is a set that you should buy into. We're going to go over all the parallels, the top key players that you should keep an eye out for in this set, and of course, what are going to be the case hits and what to expect if you are going to be participating in either breaks or going to your local hobby store and buying a couple of boxes like I just mentioned has officially sold out on the Topps website. But before we do that, I do want to say here, this is not meant to be taken as financial advice. I am not telling you to go out and buy a series of these boxes here or, to join multiple breaks here. Of course, ripping into products, looking to make, your best ROI is very, very low. It's very, very slim. So please do your own research before buying into any type of card product or any type of break. But with all that being said, let's dive deep into the video. So let's first talk about what these boxes went for on Topps website. Now you can see here by the screen, this is courtesy of Twitter because I was not able to see it here on the Topps website when I was trying to see what these were going to go for. They immediately sold out, so I wasn't able to see a price. And for some reason, the Topps website doesn't show you the prices when you click on the box itself, even though it being sold out. So you can see here, a hobby box went for $169.99. So I'm pretty sure after shipping went over about $180. Okay, yeah, so $180 there, and then a 12-box case went for $2,039.99. I didn't buy into the product last year. I did buy into free breaks with free credit I had on Fanatics Live. You can see here, I have a sitting Rafaela behind me, autograph that I got in a break for free. And then I also pulled a Wilshire Abreu out of 75 Blue Lava. So I didn't know what this prices went for, but according to Card Purchaser, it went for $150 on Fanatics last year. So you can already see here a little bit of an increase in price of this boxes already, which is what we've seen with all other boxes. That's Topps Chrome, Heritage, Update, whatever that you're ripping or whatever is being released. We have seen an increase in pricing with sealed wax. And here is what you can expect if you do decide to purchase a box on the secondary marketplace or at your local hobby store. So you can find one in-case autograph card per box. If you don't know what that means, basically the autograph's going to come like in a really basically like a one touch. It's going to have like a little bit of a little sticker on it that says Topps Chrome Black. That's basically what an in-case autograph is. So that's what you can expect per box. 2 packs per box, 6 cards per pack, and your 1 in-case auto. And you can see here, so it looks like this is when April 30th is when they will start shipping. But now let's take a look here at the cards itself. We will take a look at Beckett and look at the odds itself. It is a little bit easier on the eyes than the normal checklist here that we see. But let's take a look here at the cards itself. So we got Shohei Ohtani on the red. I'm assuming this is a red refractor. These are typically numbered out of 5. Listen, then we have a gold Dylan Cruz, which is one of the rookies that we will talk about a little bit later. Then we got Albert Pujols. Albert Pujols on-card autographs. That's the thing with Topps Chrome Black is you are going to get some on-card autographs. All cards should be on-card autographs. I've seen a few instances where they are sticker, but Albert Pujols and for the majority of them should be on-card autos. Some of the inserts here, we got Mookie Betts. Again, Mookie Betts, we talked about in my last video. Card will be around here somewhere, link down below. Mookie Betts autographs are back in Topps products, so we are expecting some Mookie Betts autographs. We do have a nice one here. I believe this is a newer design with the rookie batch. I didn't see this last year. I could be wrong, but I have not seen this any time last year. But we got James Wood, kind of orange, which could potentially be out of 25. That's a really cool looking card. Love the way Topps Chrome Black, from an appeal standpoint, looks very, very nice. It's one of the better products that Topps does when it comes to the appeal factor. One of the inserts here, we got the Nocturnal Aaron Judge. We'll take a look here at the odds in a little bit. Then we have Hit the Lights Bobby Witt Jr. That's a sick looking card again. Very, very nice. And one of the bigger chases in this set is going to be the Barry Bonds. Of course, we talked about it on my podcast. Also, link down below, Cardboard Dugout. Barry Bonds autographs are back. And we can expect them in Topps Chrome Black. All right, so now let's talk about the base set checklist. Now, what I like about Topps Chrome Black, it is a very small checklist. It's 150 cards, so it is a very small base checklist compared to other sets or like Top Series 1 where you get like 350. Topps Chrome matches that. So it is a lot smaller. So that's one thing I do like about Topps Chrome Black. Now, what you can expect here in a base set is refractors are going to be 1 out of 6, blue refractors 1 out of 8, blue lava 1 out of 8, green refractors 1 out of 11, green wave 1 out of 11, purple 1 out of 15, purple mini diamond 1 out of 15, orange refractors 1 out of 43, orange wave 1 out of 43, rose gold wave 1 out of 71, white refractors out of 107. Those look really, really sick. Red refractors 1 out of 213, red lava refractors out of 1213, and super refractors out of 1049 packs. So very, very slim pickings there when it comes to super fractors. Now, one thing I also do like about Topps Chrome Black as well is that some of the players on this will have their new jersey and their new team. So, for example, Cody Bellinger is going to have his New York Yankees. He's going to be with the New York Yankees. So this is technically considered Cody Bellinger's first Yankees card. So if you're a Yankee fan, you like Cody Bellinger, that may be something you go out and purchase. Mason Miller, I think it's very interesting too that the Athletics, it's only going to have Athletics on there, so I'm curious to see how that's going to look. I'm pretty sure it's going to look very simple, but to me it's very interesting, just obviously with the whole situation with the Athletics and playing in Sacramento. Also, as well, Josh Naylor, he's now with the Arizona Diamondbacks, so he's going to have his first card with the Arizona Diamondbacks. I'm not seeing him right now. Oh, here he is. Garrett Crochet, he's going to be with his Boston Red Sox. You guys know I'm a Boston Red Sox fan, so as a Red Sox fan, I might go out and buy these. But you will see a few players who are still with their, still respective team here that didn't change, or when they're on a new team, they have yet to move to their new team. So still not updated fully. But we are seeing a couple of those players already in their new uniforms. And of course, like we talked about here when it comes to the rookie class, it's the same rookie class from 2025 Topps Series 1. You guys have heard me talk about it in my past videos that it's not the greatest rookie set. It's decent, but when you compare it to last, we got very, very spoiled with last year's rookie class, I'm being completely honest. So that's when we look at this one, it's not the best. But, I mean, you got Big Christmas, Joaquin Noel. He's going to have his rookie card in here. Going down further down the list here, I know we saw some other big names here. Let's take a look. So moving forward here, Spencer Schwarzenbach, low-key pitcher for the Atlanta Braves. Again, not a big name, but still a very good pitcher. Jackson Jobe, I'm a big Jackson Jobe guy from the Detroit Tigers. And then, of course, you're going to have your typical rookies. Again, it's going to be your Dylan Cruz, your James Wood. Those are going to be the key guys in the set. Kumar Rocker, he's looked good last year. Let's see what he looks like this year as well. Rhett Lauder is going to be in this set as well. Keeping it going down here. So again, very, very slow pickings when it comes to the checklist, but that's what I like. Speaking of more players with their new uniform, Jazz Chisholm, he's going to be in his Yankee uniform. I've been with the Yankees for a while, but again, kind of proving the point here. There's Dylan Cruz there. So again, a lot of big names when it comes to the base checklist. So I mean, if you like a certain superstar, if like a certain player, this can give you a good way to get into, buying those cards. Now, before we take a look here at the autographs, let's take a look here at the inserts that we just saw here on the Topps website. So we got the Depth of Darkness. They're going to be out of 1 out of 121 packs. So you can see here the inserts, they're bigger inserts and they're going to have the bigger names. So you don't have to worry about pulling, a no name or as we like to say on the podcast, a Joe Schmo, as far as a player. But you can see some big names here as far as the Depth of Darkness. So you got your Mike Trout, your Paul Skeens, your Ellies, big name players that you want to be pulling. Dylan Cruz, James Wood, guys like that. Hit the lights. So we saw here like that Bobby Witt Jr. So there is Bobby Witt right here. You got Ohtani, Uri Perez. I'm surprised he's on there. Not the biggest, is a good pitcher dealing with some injuries right now. But of course, you see some big names here from the last year rookie class: Wyatt Langford, Caminero, Mason Wynn, Bobby. Who else is on here? Tarek Skubal, Cy Young winner. Ellie, Devers, Gunnar Henderson, Ronald Acuna, Corbin Carroll, Mike Trout, so some bigger names. The Nocturnal, like we saw with Aaron Judge, a little bit bigger. So you see here, but kind of keeping it with the same name. Jackson Holiday, again, Yamamoto, Kershaw, so a little bit more, again, established players. There are going to be the rookie designs variation checklist, which is what we just saw with the James Wood. So you can see here it's going to be all the rookies that you can expect here. So again, if you're pulling the Dylan Cruz, the James Wood, those are going to be some of the bigger names. Jacob Wilson, Connor Norby, those are some guys that I failed to mention. I'm a big Jacob Wilson guy, very, very low key. Kobe Mayo from the Baltimore Orioles again. So these are the rookies you keep an eye out for. Again, compared to last year's, not the best, but it's still a pretty decent rookie class. Now on to the autographs. So again, the autographs here, you're going to see a mix of veterans and a mix of your established stars and your rookies here. So, of course, like we saw, we got the Albert Pujols. We got Adley Rutschman, Anthony Volpe. Bo Jackson is going to be in here. Ben Rice, Bobby Witt Jr. And I'm seeing some of these names here for the first time as I'm going through it here. So we got like Cliff Lee, Cal Ripken Jr. Let's see here. There's your Dylan Cruz autos right there. David Ortiz, Derek Jeter, Felix Hernandez, Frank Thomas, George Brett. Let's take a look here going forward. Johnny Bench, Jeff Bagwell. There's Jackson Churio, Johnny Damon with the Red Sox, Jung-Hoo Lee, Jordan Lawler. So you can see here, again, a lot of just a mix of established stars and veterans. Michael Young, Mike Trout, Roger Clemens with the Red Sox, Rod Carew, Reggie Jackson with the Oakland Athletics. Let's take a look here. But you kind of see here, this is kind of where it kind of gets a little bit risky when it comes to the autos, because there's a mix of, the big name players. Oh man, I didn't even see this here. Roki Sasaki is in here. Okay. All right. So Roki Sasaki is going to have autographs in here according to this. So Roki Sasaki, he's going to be in Topps Chrome Black. But I was going to follow up here is that this is where it kind of gets a little bit dicey, because you can go and try to pull your Roki Sasaki, but there's also the opportunity to get a Vince Coleman autograph. So you want a Vince Coleman autograph? You do not. Will Warren autographs? You want a Will Warren autographs? You do not. Debbie Matthews. No disrespect to those players, but if you're paying that price for 2 packs and 1 auto, you want to make sure that you're getting a higher tier auto. So that's something you want to consider here when you're ripping into this or buying into this set. Ivory autograph checklist. So again, kind of keeping with the same names. There's our Barry Bonds autographs. You want to keep an eye out there for that. Ken Griffey Jr., Sandy Koufax. So again, these are bigger autographs here, and these are a little bit more rare on the rare side. The pitch black pairings dual autographs. We do got dual autographs. We got Chipper Jones, Acuna, Wade Boggs, Devers. So you can see here, the dual autographs. Those are always pretty cool. I think this is obviously going to be a big chase. James Wood, Dylan Cruz. That's going to be a pretty big chase here. This is probably going to be a pretty cool one for me personally. Randy Johnson, Pedro Martinez. That's a cool one there. And then we got the Super Features autograph checklist, which again is going to follow. But some of the rookies that we saw last year and some of the rookies that we're seeing right now. So Brooks Lee, Ben Rice, Cole Keys, Kobe Mayo, like we just talked about. Then now we're having some of the established rookies that we saw last year. So Jackson Cherio, Jason Dominguez, who's been a rookie for like so long. Jackson Holiday, Jung Hoo Lee, Jackson Merrill, those kind of guys. Kyle Manzardo. So a lot of rookies here. So it's weird because we're not seeing Roki Sasaki here, but he's here. So he's on this, the autograph base checklist. So it's going to be curious to see how that's going to be going moving forward. Now, one thing I wanted to do here is compare the prices of a Topps Chrome Black, just a standard base autograph, to, let's say, a Topps Chrome normal on-card autograph. So we brought up 3 different players. So you kind of get an idea of what to expect when it comes to, an autograph compared to other products. So, and it's just, I only brought up one comparison. I'm sure there's more sales, but kind of gives you an idea of what, you can expect. So one thing here is the difference in prices. So we see here an Elliot of the Cruz is from 2024 Topps Chrome Black. This sold here on March 30th, so a day after opening day, or a couple of days after opening day, I should say. That sold for $338, and then we see here 2024 Topps Chrome, again, normal base autograph, that sold for $499, so, nearly $500, but that sold on January 31st. So you can see here already the difference in price is about $100, $150 difference when it comes to pricing as far as of Elliot of the Cruz. Going to a pitcher, talking about Yoshinobu Yamamoto, this is where it kind of gets a little bit weird, but kind of not too far as prior as pricing. So you can see here a Topps Chrome Black. This sold for nearly $300. This sold on January 19th during the off season. And then we can see here a normal base Chrome autograph sold for $240 during the hype of the world. You can see that seller was trying to take advantage of the World Series. And this here kind of gives you an idea. If you've never bought into Topps Chrome Black, you can see here the encased autograph. That's basically what it looks like when I was talking about in the beginning of the video. And then our last example here is Bobby Witt Jr. wanted to go away from like the rookies and like the pitchers. Let's show off an established player. So we got 2024 Topps Chrome Black Bobby Witt. That was encased sealed. That sold for $202.50. That sold on March 12th, so during spring training. And then you can see here a 2024 Topps Chrome Update Bobby Witt Jr. sold for $230. And you can see here the difference. So we got on card and sticker. So again, that's something you want to consider with Topps Chrome Black. And that's something I like personally with Topps Chrome Black is that one, the cards look very, very slick. I love the design of Topps Chrome Black. The inserts look nice. They're very, very slick. And they're on card for the most part. So, depending on who you get. So, but yeah, again, you can kind of see the difference. So, nothing too crazy as far as the pricing. But even with the sticker auto, the fact that this sold a little bit more still shows that some people still value, a true flagship series in Topps Chrome Black. So that's going to be the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Sound off in the comments down below. Are you going to be buying into Topps Chrome Black? I'm probably going to keep an eye out there for a couple of breaks. I don't think the Red Sox breaks or spots should be that expensive. You guys know, again, I am a Red Sox fan, so we'll be keeping an eye out there for that. See what their prices are looking like. But sound off in the comments down below. Are you going to be buying a couple of boxes? Are you buying into breaks? Sound off in the comments down below. And leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and if you enjoyed the set breakdown. It's been a while since I've actually sat down and broke down, what's coming out. So again, if you guys want to see this, more of a breakdown, what my thoughts are, things like that, please feel free to leave a like and comment down below and subscribe to the channel because that shows me that you guys want to see this type of content. If it's Topps Chrome Black or whatever other set that's coming out, if you guys want me to go over it, I definitely will do that. So again, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Definitely pushes out my videos, will help supports me and supports my content moving forward. So I do thank you guys for watching and stay tuned for the next one.